Hey cruise besties, welcome back to the channel. We've got an exciting cruise day ahead of us. We're getting ready to board the Discovery Princess here in LA, do a little 7-day California coastal sailing. Very excited to try out a new ship, and yeah, got lots of stuff in store, so let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is cruise day and we're currently in our hotel getting ready to head down to the port, but I wanted to do a quick little room tour for everyone that is sailing out of LA. We are staying at the Renaissance at LAX airport. So if you're flying into LAX and trying to do some things around the LA area instead of Long Beach, this is a really easy location, free shuttle to the airport, but let's do a quick little room tour. My one complaint about this hotel, it is very warm. Like the AC is not working. I've been, doing my hair and getting ready for the day, and I've got the air on 64. You can't even feel it. Like, I'm sweating. I just did my whole makeup and everything and I'm dying. So keep that in mind. But other than that, it was decent for the price. And you can't beat a free shuttle from the airport. So we're gonna go, I got some coffee downstairs while I was getting ready. So I'm gonna finish packing up my stuff, and then we're gonna go, I think, pick up a rental car and then head down to the port. I was debating between Ubering and just doing a rental car because I'm spending some time up here on Saturday when we get back to see some friends, and I was gonna rent a car for that. So debating just renting a car for the whole week and parking at the port. So we're gonna go do a little bit of research and see what we can find for last minute. But other than that, we'll check back in when we get to the port.
Much later.
All right, we've got on board. I got a drink. I got a couple drinks in me. So I'm feeling much better. So the embarkation process was super easy. I was lucky enough to get priority boarding and priority lounge access because I'm a travel agent. So that made everything very quick, actually. I got here, I left my hotel around 9:30, got here around 10. So if you're flying into LAX and doing a hotel at LAX, it'll take you about half an hour. Today's a Saturday, so there's not much traffic that early in the morning. But yeah, I got here around 9:55, had no issues dropping my bags off. They immediately took it. It was great. And then I stood in line for about 10 minutes, got inside super easy. I got to do green lane because I had my medallion mailed to me. So it took me about 10 minutes in line, about 5 minutes to get through security, and then because I had priority boarding, I literally sat down for 3 minutes and was on side. So I think all in all, it took probably about half an hour between waiting and getting off out of the Uber and all that. But it was not too bad at all. I was very pleasantly surprised. So yeah, the one thing that was a little confusing, and I very well could have just not been looking in the app the right way, but the muster station was kind of hard to find where I needed to go. So I did end up just watching the safety video at a bar, and then it told me where my muster station was, and I got that over with. So that part was great. Went up and had some lunch at the buffet, you know, it's a buffet. They're all the same, but this was actually pretty decent. Definitely better than Carnival's, so I'm not mad at it. So I had a taco and a gyro and some pita bread. The taco was great. Like the meat was great. It wasn't dry at all. The only issue I had was with the tortillas because they weren't covered, so they were just sitting under a heat lamp. And then same with the gyro, the tortillas, that one was actually covered, so that tortilla was better. The meat was very well seasoned. It was all great. So pleasantly surprised by the buffet. So yeah, we're just gonna chill for a little bit. I'm gonna go run down to the spa and do a tour, I think, once I finish my little margarita here. And then kind of see what we can get into. I know our Facebook group that I created, we're doing a meet and greet at the Wakeview bar downstairs, so I'll come for that for sure. Maybe make some friends. And then we've got sail away at 3, so we'll see what we can get into between now and then. Quick little room tour. We're in an interior. So, decent sized closet. I'm like genuinely impressed by this closet. There we go. There's a light. And storage and safe in there. Bathroom. Honestly, everyone hates on Burton's bathrooms, but there's at least a little bit more walking space in there. So full-length mirror. And then we're an interior, so I had them put the beds together. No, oh, there is a USB on each of the nightstands, and then I'm not seeing the plugs, so we're gonna have to find the plugs. It's very weird. Oh, maybe my bag is, there they are. Okay, so we've got 2 European, 1 US. That's gonna be a problem. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out in the room for a minute, turn the air on. It is hot. Like, you don't realize how the humidity affects you until you live in a desert. It's wild. But yeah, so I saw my bag in the hallway, so it should be here soon. And I'm gonna change before I go to the Facebook meet and greet and sail away. So far I'm glad I'm in my room. I'm glad I can sit and change, and like, I was dressed for spring and the weather that I thought we were gonna have, but it is hot on board. So, okay, luggage made it. So we're gonna freshen up a little bit and get out of here. I'm gonna throw some shorts on and a different top. That's the fastest my luggage has ever arrived. I'm shocked.
Requirements of international maritime law, and to avoid any delay in our departure, we kindly ask all guests to complete the following 3 steps as soon as possible. Step number 1. Please make your way to your muster station and check in using your medallion.
This is like
the location of your muster station is indicated on the safety notice on the back of your stateroom door, on the portals around the ship, and on the Princess app.
All right, quick outfit change. I was dying, but we're fresh now. Still sweaty, but we're gonna go outside and fix that. So yeah, got all my clothes hung up, everything fit, and there's still plenty of room. Like this is insane. the amount of room that's in there. So, time to go get a drink. Also, this bag, for any other people that are vloggers, I got from Lululemon. Fantastic cruise bag. We did sail away. The Facebook meetup actually was longer than we thought it was going to be, and I didn't go see the actual sail away party, but I did see a little bit of the after part. So now it is about 4 o'clock. We've taken off from the port. It is very, very wobbly. That is the one thing about cruising out of LA. It's a rocky start and finish getting in and out of the port. So next we're gonna go to the Solo Sailor meetup. They do theirs a little bit differently than Virgin. So theirs is solos and singles meetup, because there's probably not enough of either of us to do individual meetups. But I'm gonna go check that out for a little bit, and then after that there's some trivia and some other activities planned before dinner that I'm gonna go to. So I'm debating, I'm probably gonna get ready for dinner now. That way I don't have to change later. Or maybe I'll go see how the solo meetup goes and decide, because I don't normally eat dinner till late anyways. And I don't know if I'm gonna go to the dining room or go do something else. I may make some friends and go do something else. So yeah, that's the plan so far. But let's go over a couple things that I got in my cabin that I didn't get to go over earlier. So every day in your stateroom, you're going to get the Princess Patter. This is basically just all of the activities and information that you need for the day. So you can see different activities based on what you're wanting to do. So if you're wanting to just chill and hang out, there's activities that go with that. If you're wanting food and drink, there's specialty activities for that. And then different things to explore on the ship. You also have itinerary highlights down here and the dress code for the day. So you'll be able to see where formal night is on your sailing and the arrival and all aboard times for both as well. And then over here, we have the entire schedule for the day, divided by morning, afternoon, evening. So they've got stuff all the way into the night. I've got a couple of these saved on my app to go to, so we'll see what that is all about. And then safety information over here and top 3 events for the day. I was going to go to that, but it's at the same time as the solo meetup, so I may go to the later one. We'll see. At Good Spirits. And then I did do the spa tour and ended up getting a spa pass, so I'll get that later for you guys, so you can see that. And yeah, all the different hours of all the different locations are on here. So like I said, you'll get this every day, and it'll tell you where you're at, what the attire is, and what you can look forward to tomorrow. Also got this little handy guide that goes over a few different things. So if you happen to not have, or if you do have Plus or Premier, instructions to sign on to the internet, and then information on dining, where you can go get complimentary dining, what's available later, what's included in Plus and Premier packages, and then drinks, where you can get your drinks at, different activities, information for ports, the spa and fitness classes. I'm going to do a couple of these tomorrow as long as my back is doing better. They also do a deal if you book on your first day. that you get an extra, if you book a massage, you get an extra 25 minutes. So I ended up doing that, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. And then information on shops and the casino. So yeah, all the information you can need in a little handy booklet. I think so far there's a lot of things that are very different from Virgin. So like, it's things that don't bother me because I've gone on a lot of the main cruise lines before and I expect them. But if you've only sailed Virgin, there's some things that you might be like, oh, well, they do this better. Solo sailor meetups, so far, I think they do that better. Even though I haven't been yet, I may change my mind, but just, it's not as prominent of a thing here. Like on Virgin, they notice that you're solo and they will put a notice in your room that, hey, here's the information for solo sailors to go meet other travelers. And I like that. I didn't know there was a solo sailor meetup. If I hadn't looked at the journey on the app, it's not even in the Princess Patter. So things like that, I think a solo sailor might, you just kind of have to know what to look for. Other than that, I mean, the sail away party is obviously different. Having a buffet versus the galley is obviously different, but we'll see. We'll see how it compares over the week. I'm gonna go change, get this hair fixed now that I've been in the wind and chilly, and we'll check back in a bit. All right, outfit for the night. This is from Shein. Jacket is from Amazon. I think it's Levi's. I don't know. Shoes are Sam Edelman. Let's go see what we get into. Alright, y'all. It is bedtime. I am crashing very hard. It's been a very long day. We have our next Princess Patter for tomorrow, so I'm gonna take a look at that. But it's been a good day. It's been a lot going on. As you can tell, I've been talking a lot, so my voice is kind of shot, but I'm gonna call it a night early. It's currently 8:17, and I think this is the earliest I have ever gone to bed on a cruise. But yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is go to bed a little bit early, maybe watch a movie, watch something. But let's recap what has happened this evening. So we had dinner in the Skagway dining room. I'll put those pictures in there, but I had the French onion soup, which was very good. I'd never had French onion soup before, but it was very good. And then I had pork tenderloin. The pork was good. It was a little dry. The rice and beans that it came with could have been seasoned a little bit better, but it wasn't like terrible considering it's cruise food. And then for dessert, I had a lychee, raspberry, and rose. They said it was a mousse. I don't think it was mousse. It was more of a jello type situation. And then it had like a little lemon cookie underneath it. It was good. It just was like the texture I was expecting was not that. So all in all, it's a good day. I made lots of new friends at the Solo Sailor meetup. I do have some, not really criticisms of the Solar Sailor meetup, but like just know that if you are going to do that, it's not really advertised well. And when you get to the bar that they're holding it at, whether it's Crooners or wherever they do it, there's no signs or anything. So you're just kind of on your own to figure out what's going on. And luckily someone from the Facebook meetup was also there. So I was, talking to him until everybody else showed up. But we all ended up going to dinner together in Skagway and it was great. We're going to get back together for tea tomorrow and exchange numbers in case we end up doing something else. So that was nice. And I do recommend going to it if you're solo, but just know that it's not advertised well. So I think that's it for tonight. We're going to wrap up today's vlog and get some sleep because I've got an early morning tomorrow and it's time. So with that, we will see you tomorrow.